Hi, Gloria Lybecker here with Healing You. I've been contemplating something, and I'm curious. What do you do when you're speaking with someone and they don't give you a response? They may look at you, but there's no change in their facial expression. Or maybe they just kind of look vacantly off into space. But there's no response. It's as if you haven't spoken at all. So for me, I consider then, what is going on with this person? Have they been depressed? Are they having a flat affect because the depression has become really severe? Or have they been really filled with anxiety and their system has been flooded with cortisol and adrenaline and they're just flat out wiped out? But how does this impact your nervous system? What do you do? How do you stay present with the lack of response? Well, I've been on this journey for a while now, and I have discovered that it is possible to keep showing up in our world. It's possible to keep showing up and staying in relationship even when you're not receiving a real notable response back. It's possible to stay curious and to stay open-hearted. And this is possible especially when you have been discovering and empowering and enabling your own system to experience how much you matter in those moments as well. So we need to be able to take care of ourselves, to be available, to be supportive of others. We need to be able to receive resonant acknowledgement of what it's like to be us, in order to stay curious and open-hearted around what it's like for others to be them, and to have reciprocal relationships where I matter and you matter. We all matter. We need to be held in a container where our worst moment is acknowledged. I've had this happen just recently, and it was really pretty astonishing and transformative for me. So getting to be held by another where there's trust, to go deep, and time traveling to my little Gloria and checking in with her, just slowing down and being in my body and checking in, what is it like for little Gloria? And she's sitting there wondering how to be with this frozenness. And slowing down to go a little deeper, there's a fear in her. It's a fear and a belief that I will make it worse if I say or do anything, especially if the other person is not giving a response, really on hyper alert, hyper vigilant to tell, is there danger here? Oh. And so uncovering a contract that my little one had inside of her, by being able to say, do you need acknowledgement that it's only gotten worse? That things only get worse in your world? That was astonishing to receive, that guess. It was like, oh my gosh, am I actually being seen for what it was like for little me? And then another guess, have you stopped breathing? Is your stomach in a knot? Is it so scary right there, not knowing how to be with your experience? And is there acknowledgement, or is there a need for acknowledgement that you are stuck in alarmed aloneness? Wow, and when I received those guesses, I could feel, especially through my right side of my neck and shoulder blade, just this relaxation response. It's as if it's been holding really tight for a really long time. That feels really good. Really needing to know there is no wrong thing that I can do in this world. But underneath that, the vow that needed to be released was hearing my little self really believe, oh, I must be just icky. I'm an icky person. I will believe I'm icky in order to make sense of the abandonment of my life, no matter the cost to myself or those I love. To really believe that I'm icky. And it was such a little girl voice or phrasing that came out. And to meet that with warmth and resonance and compassion, that's so important. So I was saying, little Gloria, I hear this vow that you've made to me, and I don't like it for you. So I release you from this vow, and I revoke the contract, and I bestow upon you my blessing. My blessing to know that there is no wrong thing that you can do. And I bless you with resiliency and courage to trust yourself, to trust your own inner knowing, the wisdom that lies within your heart, your soul. To be able to keep showing up in this world, even when it seems so crazy making. And for you to be surrounded with light, the light of love, to buoy you up and sustain you as you stay open-hearted and curious, choosing relationships over strategies. There's such a relief with that. I mean, and I've worked with this a lot. And yet there's something about the subtlety, the nuances of untangling the circuitry within. It's really powerful. It's really important work. So if you're seeking support to make sense of your inner experience, I invite you to consider joining me in a small group setting to go through a 4-week journey where it's all about transformation from the inside out. You can find out more at healingyousanctuary.com. Thanks for being on this journey with me today. Healing you.